Are you guys good? What's the latest? What's the greatest? How you holding up?
We're hanging in there. You know, I think prayer
Come on.
is
Say it.
importante. We got to pray in this house because it's the same for walls with the same guy, and it's like crazy for me. I go crazy. I wake up some mornings, I go, ah! No, I just like, but no, it's
I drive you crazy, baby.
you drive me a good crazy.
A good crazy. A good crazy.
No, but we, you know, obviously prayer is huge. I think it's kind of like being creative with the day because, as you know, we have Future and Sienna, we have our 2 kids. So it's really all about keeping things going. I think when you like, it's like we're making activities, like whether it's Russ is helping with like coaching, doing football and basketball and soccer, and we go out and play soccer. We're getting, even Sienna loves playing soccer. So that's really fun too. And her and Future get to bond in that way as well. Future has Zoom classes. So I'm doing that. I'm basically a teacher's assistant now. But it's so much fun. Honestly, I get excited for Zoom myself. Like, I'm like, I never thought I'd be this excited, but it's really cute when you see the kids talking to their classmates. And like right now they're actually learning about the crucifixion and the resurrection of Jesus Christ and Good Friday and Easter and like the story. And if I had this art right here, I would proudly show it to you, but they like color in the
I
pages.
wish you would.
It's so good. I'll have someone bring it.
So,
what were you going to say?
Global superstardom. And this is what astounds me about you. 2 things. Your humility, your connectability. Those are just one thing. And then your passion for ordinary, average, everyday life. And the reason I say that is because oftentimes stardom seems, from my vantage point, which is very limited, seems to touch people. And then the average, ordinary, everyday life is no longer enough. Like it doesn't give them enough energy, passion. And that's where obviously substances and some decisions are made that can really harm somebody. How is it, C? And thank you for marrying Russ. Have I said thank you lately? Thank you for marrying this man.
You did a couple days ago, actually. You texted us.
Okay. How do you navigate that? I really mean this. It's one of the things I admire most about you. How do you stay grounded, humble, passionate about ordinary things like being a substitute teacher right now for your kids?
Well, you know, I don't forget where I came from. It's just that simple. I don't forget where I came from. And so I'll never take any of my blessings for granted. And I'm grateful for, you know, my come up. Thank you. She's got the Easter book. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for, you know, having been able to see the not so pretty, not so like together side of life, or like, you know, financially, like finding myself along the way in life. I said the other day, I was like, I'm grateful for my failures, you know? And so I have an appreciation for all of that. And I think that's what humanizes me. You know, it's like, I'm grateful that my first album that I put out called Goodies was 16 years ago. And there's still so much more to do. I haven't been able to see it all. Like I've won a Grammy before, and that's a blessing, but I pray to win more Grammys. I pray to be able to do, you know, to travel the world even more, to have a proper world tour. There's still things I haven't done. So I think, you know, all that kind of keeps you humble because it gives you something to look forward to. And I'm glad I didn't get everything at one time. Wow. I think if I would have gotten everything at one time, I probably wouldn't have had a concept of like, you know, really truly being appreciative, like, because you feel like things are handed to you. And I'll be honest with you, in this generation we're living in, I feel like things are so convenient that it creates a false perception of success. And if you're so consumed with like being successful, you know, you lose who you are in the process. And that's one thing I've always said is I'm really fearful. I'm really afraid of losing my soul and losing myself. I never want to be like, and here's a true reality. What I learned is that I, at one point in time, loved this thing called music and this industry called entertainment so much that it was like, I would do whatever it took to be successful. But the reality is that you can love this thing so much and it will never love you back the same.
Whoa.
It will never love you back the same. Like, you're going to have records that won't work. You're going to have business things that you're going to do that are, you know, you may fail. And the reality is it doesn't hold back. Like, it's like, you fail, and it's up to you to figure it out, right? And then
Yep.
that's when you dig deep spiritually, and you got to dig into, you got to have faith. And I'm glad that I had that before this industry, you know, because otherwise I think I would have been a lost soul at many different moments in my life, and especially in the tough times, you know.
I want to know, C, what is your least favorite song or record you ever cut?
My least favorite song that I've ever cut, you know, it's probably good if I don't say the name of the song.
Okay.
Because then people might give the producer a hard time. But there's a song that I did.
Any song that ain't about me. That's for sure.
Trail of Nova. There's a song that I had to record one time. It was my second album, The Evolution. Was it my second album? Yeah. And the label.
That's how you know you got it. And you're like, is that my first, 8th, 9th, 10th, 7th,
No.
7th album? What was my second?
And the label, they made me go in and record this song by this producer that was like almost a remake of what I had done before. Like it was kind of like the same sounds of a song that I did prior that was really successful. And actually, I think it was my third album.
I gotta go, Judah. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
All right, I love you.
Good. Love you, man.
It was actually not, I think it was my third album. And I was so mad because I'm like, I had already done this sound before. And like, why do I have to record this? And they wanted to be my main single. And then when I didn't follow like what they wanted me to follow, it actually kind of hurt me a little bit because they were like not happy that I wasn't doing what they wanted me to do. And I'm just like, I've been a part of writing all my songs. I've been a part of the vision for everything that I do. And so it was really frustrating because I felt like they were trying to force a sound on me that one I had already kind of just done, like regurgitating a sound I already had created. And then it was like, it didn't feel like the right direction. Like it was like, there was no meat to it. So that was very frustrating. And my studio experience to record that song was not good either. I didn't have the best experience with the producer. So that was really frustrating. I wish I could tell you the name of the song, but I don't want people to point fingers at people.
Yeah,
so
no, you're so smart. But this